wanted to start at home. We wanted to win and start at least the first game at home the way it's going. But it was just crazy, and we didn't know we were going to play until Sunday. We're waiting for the Providence game to be over. And when we found out we were all together, we just packed our stuff and went to PPL Center, jumped on the bus, drove to Newark, slept in Newark, and jumped on the plane the next morning. 2 hours later, we were here in Charlotte.
You mentioned not getting the home game, kind of a tough end of the regular season. How did you reset and refocus, after losing a couple in a row and turn your attention completely to playoffs?
There's always positive in every game, and I try to focus, especially at this time of the year, try to focus on the positive that we did and, kind of have the troop regroup and forget about those 3 games. Like it's not the way we want to end the year. Nobody wanted to do that. But I feel like when we clinched the playoffs, half of our room and maybe more that had a relief. They were like, all right, we're in. It's human nature. You listen, for a month and a half, we've been fighting every day. I've been on those kids, telling them, it's the biggest game of the year. And it was, it was just a tight division. I bet I didn't do enough of a good job to get them back on track for those last 3 games. But I'm glad I like the way we played in our first playoff game, and hopefully we can build on that.
Tuesday marked your first Calder Cup playoff game as a head coach, your first win. Were there some emotions that came along with that, or were you pretty good, business as usual?
No. I was nervous, and I told my team too. I butchered my pre-game speech, and I told them, I'm like, boys, I'm nervous. I know how you guys feel. It's my first playoff game, and it's our first playoff game as a team. And I tried to be honest with my players. It's for me to act like it was an honest mistake. It wasn't. I was nervous. I wanted to make sure that we came out of the gate the right way, and we did. I know we're down 1-0, but I felt like, especially the first 40 minutes, guys played hard. They played the right way. We made mistakes, but every game, there's no perfect games. But I saw guys are carrying, blocking shots, detail, and I saw a lot of positive, and it's great that we came out with the win. They had a push, which we expect. That you're never comfortable, but I'm just glad we're used to 1-goal game. We've played those all year, so the team was pretty comfortable playing with 4-3, and we found a way to win that game, which was great.
Obviously, you're familiar with Charlotte from the regular season, but what changes, what shifts in terms of intensity and the play on the ice when you get to Calder Cup playoffs? Did you notice a change in Tuesday's game?
Well, little mistakes, mistakes during the year, maybe at the beginning of the year, especially, won't cost you a goal, or it won't cost you the momentum shift. But right now, because the games are so intense in the playoffs, that little mistakes that you won't make a big deal, like I said, November. Right now, these are mistakes that can switch the momentum pretty quickly, and that's what happened in the third period last game. You watch the game, you might not think it's that big of a deal, but just a little turnover in there, and odd man rushes the other way, and Hurst might make a save, but they feel better about themselves and they know it's coming. And it's little things like that that we have to be careful. And it comes down to managing the puck. Again, we're learning. We have I have a good group. They learn from their mistakes, and I feel like we'll be better next game managing that puck.
I know you got on the ice a little bit today before game 2. What's the emphasis as you head in to try to close this thing up and come on home?
The emphasis are more in video room, if you want. It's more right now, everything's optional. Like today, it was optional. We had a big group going out. 18 guys went out, or something, 20 maybe, with the extra guys and everybody. And tomorrow it's another optional practice. Right now, I feel like I'm not sure what we would work on. I think we can make those corrections just by watching clips with them. That's what we did today. And tomorrow, if they need it, listen, we played 4 games in 7 nights, with that game yesterday. So I feel like rest is a weapon right now, and it's the toughest game to win. That last one, doesn't matter if you're best of 7, best out of 5. That last game's the toughest one. They're going to give us everything they got tomorrow. That's what I'm expecting out of them. And we need to bring our A-plus game. And I know my team, they know that. And if they don't know, well, I'll remind them.